What's up, Gunpla Maulers? This is Starter Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this guy. The 1/100 scale Master Raid, and I gotta remember them. Oh, there we go. ZGMF 1000 A1 Gunner Zaku Warrior Lunamarie Hawk Custom Zaft Mobile Suit from the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny animated series. So I remembered a lot of people were getting excited when this was announced. Seeing a new seed kit, something different that we're so accustomed to seeing Gundam, Strike Gundam, Freedom, Strike Freedom, Destiny, Infinite Justice. But even though those were the A-list mobile suits, we have not gotten any of the B-list mobile suits. And yeah, I know this is considered an A-list mobile suit, but still, we haven't seen anything for a long time. Other than, if you wanted to get the original Lunamarie Hawk, you have to buy the regular 1/100 scale version. And there's, of course, the high grade version as well. But this, as a Master Grade, was something to behold. It came out in 2019, and I got this at Gundam Planet. I don't know if these guys still have it, and if they do, I should have checked, but I'll check later on. If they do have it, I'll post a link on the bottom on this channel, so that way you guys can order it from them and maybe get 10% off. That's if they still have it. I don't know. But of course, the one thing that's so cool about this mobile suit is the fact that it has that big, long-ass rail cannon, beam cannon, or I think it's a rail cannon type weapon. Now, granted, many people were, I think I commented, maybe they should have made the original Zaku Warrior, the normal one, where it was first introduced in episode 1 of Seed Destiny. The one that Athron was piloting with Kigali, hanging around. And sure enough, as years passed, we've gotten the all the variants of the Zaku Warrior. The Ezak version, the I think I have the Blaze Zaku Phantom and Blaze Zaku Warrior set that I got on p-bandai. And recently, I got the Love Live, I think it is, version, the pink version of the Zaku Warrior. So yeah, I ended up getting that, and I'm sorry, but I think I kind of like it. And I don't know if you know what? I'll say this: I originally was planning not to build it now. It was supposed to be a 3-set combo that I was actually going to build all 3 of them at the same time. But I said, you know what? Let's just focus on one kit. Just one little kit. And get the most out of it. The others I'll do another time. But for now, I want to work on this one. And this is going to be my entry for Mosquitocon. I'm going to detail it up. I'm going to be ordering some custom decals for this, and if I get it in time, hopefully I will, maybe some photo etch parts that will, make this kit even nicer. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Alright, so let's open up this kit. Now there is one thing, surprisingly, this kit is very, very thin. Considering it looks huge, but it's thin, the box. Just adjust the camera a bit so you can all see it. I see the beam effect parts that's here. And some very, very striking red. Funny, I see 3 types of red here. So I see a very, very, like, I would say a high definition type of red here. While I see a nice little dark red there. And I see a wireframe, probably for the umbilical or something. We'll look at that in a moment. Here's some more dark red. Whoops. Hold on, there we go. Some dark red followed by some black. And this is a different tone of red. So we've seen 3 levels of red here. We see two types of red and a pink. Oh, I didn't notice that. A pinkish tone color. Okay. And then we have these umbilicals there. Okay, here's the beam rifle, the beam cannon, and the tank that will use it to power it up. We have the pink mono eye and the sticker decals, of course. And here's some black parts, inner frame parts, you could say. There's the beam rifle, right there. We have some solid whites right here. And we have the black parts, and we see the parts forming hands right there. So the inner frame is black. That's interesting. Very nice. Oh, I see another red tube there. So that's the red tube. I think the black wire goes into the red tube, I think. Here are the more red parts for the mix of the shield, the shoulder spike, and ooh, I didn't realize the shoulder spike is that. Really? Let's try another one like that here. Or am I looking at something wrong? We'll review that later on. Oh, there, it's one spike. Okay, you know what? When I was looking at it, I thought it was half a spike. I didn't realize it's a full spike. Okay, good. I was like a little worried. Okay. All right, here's the manual. Let's just put this here. And let's prepare to review the manual. Alright, so we have the developmental history of the Zaku Warrior and all of its variants. I see the Zaku Warrior standard variant and the Zaku Blaze Phantom, which of course is a master grade of that, p-bandai of course, and then the Slash Zaku Phantom, which of course is another one as character as well. Breakdown of how to remove parts from this kit. Here's the part tree layout. I am not seeing not one little X anywhere. Also, I'm not seeing no polycaps, so you don't have to deal with polycaps. And we have the chest unit right here, the assembly of that. Then the head unit, followed by the arms. You know what? This is actually interesting because I remember when I was building the Providence, which was I think based on the new designs of the seed kits. Providence I could not build the arms because it needed extra parts to support it. But this one I think you can actually build the arms on its own. I wonder if can I build the actual inner frame of the Zaku Warrior and show it off without the armored parts like I used to do in the past with other kits. It'd be interesting to see if I can try that. Here are the legs. Good detail. A lot of good detail. That's the one thing I really liked about this. Okay, so we have the color guide here. So we have the body is red, which of course you can mix up salmon pink and russet. There's dark red parts, russet and black. And then we have body gray right there, which is black and navy blue if you want to do that. Then we have white parts, obviously. There's some purple parts. I think that has to be the mono eye, because the mono eye has that purplish look to it. We have weaponry, which is a lightish gray tone. More weaponry has a darker red. A more brilliant red. And oh, I'm sorry. This purple part is not for the mono eye. The purple part is actually for the little trim parts that's on the skirt armor, which I think is the only thing that I see here that requires it, unless I'm not seeing everything. If I go back to this page and look for that purple part, get over here. Black, that's clear pink, red, where is it? I think it's on the A plate. Multicolor, yeah. Well, unfortunately it doesn't stipulate. Oh yeah, 1, 2, I could open up the box. I don't know if I have this color, but we'll figure it out. I mean, in reality, you can actually mix up white with a small dose of purple to make that violet, so that's fine. I have something like that. And then we have the head center, which is the pinkish red tone, yeah, pink color, and then another sensor, which is a sky blue. Continuing on with the legs, then we go on to the waist unit, finishing up that, and then we have the assembly of the weaponry, basically the beam assault rifle, the side plate shield, where to store the beam weaponry, and where to store the axe, which supposedly, don't you connect that axe to the under the shield? I'm not seeing that. I guess on the next page we'll see. And then of course the gunner wizard. It's called the gunner wizard. Wow. So the gun is called gunner wizard. And then how to place the gun on it, how to move your mono eye. Okay, fair enough. And then we have the placement of the decals, which I'm going to try to get my hands on. And there's a beautiful looking picture of this kit. Yeah, this is going to be a nice kit to build. Let's talk about painting. Now, as I'm looking at this, how pretty this kit is, obviously we're going to be painting it, and I'm not going to change up anything. It's going to be the same color tone, just slight variations. I'm going to try to make it as clean and as pretty as possible. Try to get smooth surfaces done properly and get the most out of it if I can. Let's work on the not so red colors first before we move on to the reds. The white is pretty simple. MS white. That's easy. That's one. For the inner frame, which I was a bit surprised with the color tone, I'm actually slowly considering MX-20 gunmetal by Moto. And by the way, this is from Robot Kai, thank you. This may be a mixture or so, I don't know, because I'm not a big fan of how this gray is for this gun. I don't know if there's a different type of tone color. I'm probably going to do a mixture of that, followed by Tyson's Blue 1 for the dark inner frame parts. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of like to use the metallic on like the umbilicals that you see here. Maybe the fingers, maybe a portion of the gun or something like that. I don't know yet. I may end up painting the gun a much more different type of chrome or something. I pulled out this guy, gunmetal. See if I can do that. But that's just you know, these two are definitely, you know, two different types of shades. We have a darker gunmetal tone, while this is more of a silverish gunmetal tone. So we can do a mixture here, depending on how I feel comfortable with this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building a few of the parts, basically the weaponry, and then map it out. Because I may end up using these three color tones, followed by the red, to make up the how this kit looks. There was one point I'm actually thinking of using graphite black, but I was not a big fan of this graphite black when I was using it on last year on the G dock for the Walking Gundam. However, I kind of realized that I was painting a lot of this paint on a frame that had no solid surfaces, so we'll keep that on reserve if we have to. So that's fine right there. This now brings up to red. Now remember, there are three types of red: a light, a dark, a light, a medium, and a dark tone. The light, or more of the brighter tone, is actually found in this weaponry system. So I could use either pure red, which is again a very nice bright red tone, or I could use this one, Moto Pure Red, right here. So we have Finisher Red, Finisher Pure Red, or Moto Pure Red. I am seeing a different type of shade here. That could be an idea. I can also use Sazabi Red, but I see a dullness there. So this can supplement as like the overall tone of the mobile suit, while this is the brighter tone. Or we can do two tones with this. I mean, we're seeing three different red tones there. And we haven't even gotten to the dark red tones. And the dark red tones can be either, well, I have this one, Char's Pink, which is, that's a nice color tone right there. Or Russet. What do you guys think of that? I haven't even gotten to another red tone here, which is Herman's Red, which I have a feeling is somewhere along the line with this one. Don't know about that, more like that. Interesting, very interesting. I have ideas to do 2 to 3 tone, maybe up to 5 tone reds. You know, I mean, call me crazy. We can do these 3 color tones on all these other red parts, while for the inner, for the waist, and the back, and the body, we could be using this one. Like, use this for the overall, and for that the trim, we can use this. I'm gonna be blinded with red. And if I don't like the red, I might as well cut my finger and squeeze out the blood and see if that works. Granted, I'm not doing that. Now, as for the pink or the violet, I have this, but I think this is a little too strong, MS Purple. But I'm going to see if I can lighten it up by adding a little bit of this to lighten it up. I know the instructions did mention something like that. There is the pink eye, and I do have this type of pink, Char's Pink, but I don't think that will work. Or maybe it will, who knows. Plus the fact that the inner, the mono eye, there's no glass eye there. There's a glass piece there, but not a glass eye. But, alright, so this is all that I have with this, what I'm going to do with this kit. Um, there are other things that I'm going to do with it as well, but I don't want to say it until I have it. So let me begin cleaning up this table, getting all these parts ready, and begin building Gunner Zaku Warrior Master Grade.